We're back with Galneryus reactions. We're actually gonna listen to another EP. Thanks for people pointing that out, because this one is not featured on Spotify. Probably was released to promote Shining Moments, which also later receives a music video in the actual album. We're gonna skip that one, and there's two other songs which themselves appear on no regular album. So today's song is gonna be Rain. Yo! Yeah, this is one of those times where, well, I didn't know what I expected, probably nothing really, but I certainly didn't expect anything like this. At this point, we're probably completely in the cheesy movie section of things so far. I dig the song. Also working with the wah here to some pretty nice effects. At this point, I dig it very much that we have some progression here, but it still sounds very characteristically like Galneryus. They have definitely found their sound at this point. The feels are really strong in this. They're doing something harmonically here. Game soundtracks really like to do this. I've heard this in Pokemon, I've heard this in a lot of JRPG soundtracks, so this is like a very characteristic thing they do here. It again has these vibes they worked with a long time ago at this point. In the first album we had some songs which reminded of this, where it sounds like, you know, the dramatic reunion between the characters at the end of a movie, or when the credits start to roll. Something like this, right? We totally get this here. Probably has a pretty positive message when it's about finding a way and stuff. I like how Yamavi sings here. And it comes in so heavy here. Is this the chorus? Oh yeah. Oh, with a little gallop in the background? We're going a bit more into the power metal direction again, but just very slightly. Like what I get mostly from it is JRPG at this point. Is it the keyboard? Yeah, I think it's the keyboard. Keyboard tapping. Oh, that's a nice switch. My nostalgia kicks on like 20 different levels here, and I don't even know the song, but I think Pokemon soundtrack use this idea sometimes. Whoa, this sounds so good. I think he plays octaves here, right? I really like when he played that stuff. The choirs here are just mixed in pretty nicely. It has a really full sound. It just sounds like pure sunlight or whatever. And it even ends off with the choirs. Heavenly. I think this light shining theme they had for quite a while now, since probably the fire has sparked in Beyond the End of Despair, if you look at it metaphorically. Like, especially in the last album, they had this quite a lot. And obviously you have this here with a, you know, supernova in the middle. The title song of this EP is called Shining Moments, so this motif seems to be rather obvious. But it's like nice for a change. We get these nice feelings of closure and calmness, resolution. I'm looking forward to that. I also liked how the progression in the music already worked toward a certain conclusion, which in the end there is reached, but you already hear it like in earlier parts of the song. As I think I've pointed out before, every time someone does something similar like this, it really evokes this feeling of, you know, time passing by in a rather dramatic way. I don't know how to put it otherwise, but I like it. So if the next song would be similar, I would have absolutely no problem with that. But for now, we're gonna look at the lyrics. Yeah, I was a bit worried for a second if there even were lyrics for this, because there's, as far as I can see, not even an official version of the song on YouTube. So I don't know why it's obscure like that. If you know anything about this, I would be interested if you want to share. But yeah, let's look at the lyrics, I guess. We're completely in English again. We have to note that because we had a lot of Japanese before. This is really also the era where stuff dips a bit more into the Japanese side of things. Do you remember the wind, the considerate touch? There's the good old smell. My wish is so plain. It's to touch your face in the morning light. Immediately, it's another one of those. I just call them Chasing the Wind songs at this point, because I think Chasing the Wind is my favorite one, where it has this, you know, melodramatic, romantic character here. But we also have a motif which we had earlier. So this is not only musically reminding me of stuff we had earlier. I think it was actually even a song in Beyond the End of Despair where we had I touched your cold face. There was someone who died, probably. We're totally enwrapped into this memory theme at this point. There's the good old smell. I think smells can have a pretty strong effect on certain nostalgic memories or stuff. And we have the wind again. Do you remember the wind? Chasing the wind, right? And just this contrast that this is in the morning light. Back then it was sad, now it is a hope for something happier, I guess. I could think that our relationship would be eternity. My wish is so plain. It's to hear your voice by your side. There's a lot of hope gained at this point, and it's to hear your voice by your side. I think the inclusion of by your side is also interesting if you put it back to back with chasing the wind, where there was a kind of metaphorical idea. Yeah, your soul is in the wind. You're not physically there, but I can feel you, or like we're connected through the wind, right? And now there is the wish. Well, I wish you were physically there again. I don't know where it's going to lead. I don't know where I am right now. This is not a rare theme in Galneryus whatsoever. To the chorus, you're gone away, I'm crying in the rain, and I raise my hand to touch your vision. My memories are always there for you. In sorrow, I must find the way. And I hope that was the chorus and that is the next verse. But there is consistency, right? The other one has gone away. I'm crying in the rain, just as cheesy as the music sounds at this point. And I raise my hand to touch your vision. So it's again, still, it's this vision, right? You're in the wind, you're in the horizon, you're whatever, you're in the light, maybe in the morning light, right? But you're somewhere there, and I raise my hand to touch your vision because I can sense you in there. My memories are always there for you. At this point, we must ask ourselves, who are they even talking to? It's a person? Is it an abomination of one's mind? We don't know. In sorrow, I must find the way. And there is the little sadness introduced, which is always mixed in there. I can't stand anymore. You just broke my heart. No one would deny. My wish is so plain. It's to hear your voice by your side. Yeah, but here it's starting to spiral down again into a more impulsive sadness. I can't stand it anymore. You just broke my heart. I don't know what that's doing here, but they're getting frustrated at this point. No one would deny. Dude, it's so simple. My wish is so plain. I just want you to be here, right? It could be so simple. It's so obvious. I don't know where it's going to lead. I don't know where I am right now. And another chorus, you're gone away, I'm crying in the rain, and I raise my hand to touch your vision. My memories are always there for you. In sorrow, I must find the way. Nothing changed here. I'm chasing the shade of you. I just got to be alone. A stupid clown, it's me. There is no mercy with me. I'm crawling in the night. And at this point, they just have like told so much story about different things, emotions, situations, that they can just pick up stuff, or maybe it's not even intentionally, but you can just intertextually kind of tie those things together at this point. I'm crawling in the night. We had that during the last album. Definitely also crawling through the darkness and like crawling in general. I think even in the Asatia EP, it was featured. I'm chasing the shade of you. It also gets really dark from the imagery wise. The sadness evolves into frustration, and this frustration is getting a bit dark. I'm chasing the shade. I'm alone. I'm stupid for doing this, and I even know, but I can't help it. No mercy, and I'm crawling through the darkness, right? I actually like this little section. Just because it introduces this element here and it's very visual in that. And then a long, I think, double chorus, I suppose. You're gone away, I'm crying in the rain, and I raise my hand to touch your vision. You're gone away, I'm crying in the rain. My wish is so plain, it's to hear your voice. You're gone away, I'm crying in the rain. Oh, so it's like triple. I'm crying in the rain here. You're gone away. And I raise my hand to touch your vision. My memories are always there for you. In sorrow, I must find the answer. We don't know the question. We can guess in which direction it is asked, but they're still looking for something, and this is probably the driving element, initially at least, which will lead us into and through the next album probably. So, very enjoyable little song, featured some nostalgia kicks for me, maybe for you as well. Tell me how you liked it. And then we're gonna meet for listening to the next and last song of this EP already, to then move on to, I don't want to say the wrong name. It's reincarnation. It's like reincarnation and then resurrection. I think it's reincarnation is coming first, right? So reincarnation, I guess.